But what I'm doing is, this is my old PC. It's an old Dell. Actually, it's a Dell Inspiron, I believe. I bought it online through Dell as a refurbished, and then I upgraded it. Originally, I had put a 6-core CPU in there, which was this little jewel right here, a Phantom 2. But I found out that this is only like 2.8 gigahertz, so I ended up putting the original quad core CPU in there, which is an Athlon 2 also, which is 3.4 gigahertz, but it's only a quad core, not a 6-core. But anyhow, right now it's got a black screen. It just quit working. I don't know what happened. So I'm going to do a little bit of troubleshooting and see if I can figure it out. First thing I want to do is unplug everything. Get rid of that graphics card. And I've got a real tight quarters and work area here because this is my hobby room. And as you can see, it's pretty cluttered. I got a lot of hobby stuff going on. But yeah, let's get this set up over here. One thing I like to do is disconnect everything. This is a 750 Ti Nova 3D graphics card. I don't believe it's a graphics card. I think it's something else. I'm just going to set all that there. Disconnect my hard drive. That's something I've done. I've formatted a hard drive and put a fresh install of Windows 10. Okay, I got that disconnected. Got my hard drive. Okay, let's go ahead and do a quick test here now that I've got all that stuff disconnected. I'll connect the monitor back up to the onboard graphics. Set it up straight. Turn it on. Turn the switch on. Oops, I got to power first. Okay, switch on. Okay, let's see what she does. Alright, I've got fans working. Fans are going. So that tells me the power supply is actually putting power to it. That don't mean nothing. And I've still got a black screen, so that eliminates the problem with the hard drive and the flash drive and probably the graphics card. Okay, so let's turn it off. I like to turn it off with the switch. Hold the switch until it shuts down. There it goes. Let's turn it back on its side and turn the switch off. And what I like to do is, once the switch is off for the power supply, I like to hit the button. If there's any capacitors with a charge, that usually discharges them. Okay, so the next thing I want to check is the memory. Let's start with one at a time. You got to be real careful with these because they don't have any shields on them. Okay, turn it back on, power it up. Okay, so first memory. It wasn't that one. Power it off. I'm trying to make this quick. I don't want to mess with this all night. Oops. Okay, there it goes. Now it's off. I shut the power off. And push the button. Discharge anything. Okay, let's pull another set of chips out. Okay, power it up. So now I'm only running on one channel. It's a dual channel. It's got 4 slots. Ah, I see something. There we go. So I pulled out 2 memory chips. Keyboard failure, hard disk drive failure. That's what I want to see. That tells me the hard drives are disconnected. Keyboard's disconnected. Mouse, all that's disconnected. So, that second one I pulled out, let's leave it aside. Okay, let's shut her down. And let's take the first memory chip and put it back in the second slot. And when you're doing testing, it doesn't matter. Let's see if that powers up that way with 3 in there. On the motherboard. Give it a few minutes. Nope, ain't got nothing on that one. Okay, let's power it off and pull that chip back out. Shut the power off from the power supply. That's why I like hitting the button. You notice the fan started to spin a little bit. That means there was probably a little bit of power left in the board. Probably a capacitor charged. Okay, let's pull that out again. Power it up, make sure that that's what it was. Yep, there it goes. It's booting up again. Perfect. So, there's either a bad memory chip or 2, or a bad slot. Let me check here. Let's go ahead and power it down. I happen to have an extra chip. As you can see, it's different, but it's the same. It's 2 gigabytes. I've got 4 chips in here, 2 gigabytes each. Okay, let's go ahead and set that in there. Alright, let's see if that powers up. There it goes. So that tells me that that memory chip's probably bad. Keyboard failure, hard disk drive failure. Strike the F key to continue. F2 run setup utility. Power down. Okay. Mark it. That's a bad one. Let's try this one. Okay, so that tells me that's a good one. Power down. I'm going to discharge it. Yep, see them fans spin? Okay, that's a good one. This one here, we'll try it. Power it up. Nothing. Nothing. Okay. So let's go ahead and discharge it again. See them fans turn? Tell me there's not some power in there somewhere. Reach in there and get a hold of a hot capacitor. Light yourself up. Okay, so what I'm going to do, set this one in there. Power it up. And it should come on. So I pretty much determined that I got two bad memory chips. There it goes, it powered up. So, I had a spare. I don't know if I have any more spares. I'd have to find something. If not, I'll have to buy a chip. They're only about 10-12 bucks for these old chips. They're the old 270 pin DDR-3, I believe 1333. Something like that. 10 or 12 bucks. Not a big deal. Okay, let's power this baby down. I want to try one more little test with the memory here. See if I can smoke the other two chips. This one I'll discharge for sure. Okay. Okay, so that pretty much tells me that those chips are dead. What I want to do is I'll get a couple more chips. Just charge it good. Let's get rid of these. Let's mark that other one. Pretty sure it's bad too. Put an X on it, let me know that it's been tested, and no working. So those two with the X's should be the bad ones. Let's go ahead and stick these back in here. And I think I'll leave the onboard graphic set up in there. Let's see, let's try a different hard drive. Power it up and see what happens. There it is. So we got Windows. That tells me, dang, memory chip. I can't believe it. A memory chip shut me down. Well, there you have it, folks. That's about all I need to tell you. I'll have to wait and go to town and get some memory or order some online or something. It looks like it's going to be an easy fix. Of course, the first time boot on this is going to be slow, and it's not an activated Windows 10, if I remember right. So it might not even go to Windows fully because of that. The time might have ran out because I didn't activate it. And there it goes. Oh, that's that hard drive that I what's in the recycle bin? I don't remember putting anything in there.